como sta? It's a Vito. It's a Vito Flickerini, and it's a time for 5 plus a flick here on the Vito Dream Television. I'm a Vito, and what I have for you here is something that's like a entertainment value for this program. The Tink, he's the boss. He's to put me in charge of this. This is where like we stop. Maybe not so much in music, but we do talk about it in music a lot of times, and sometimes we get like extreme sports. And been a long time since we've seen like a young ladies in a swimming suit or something like that. Vito, he's a miss of that. Maybe I have to talk to the Tink, and man, he's go get me to do some more. Rather than talking to the bands. Anyway, this week, once again, we have a band for you. The name of the band is Another Animal, and these are different men from other bands, like Shannon Larkin. He started out a long time ago in the Souls at Zero. Then has the Godsmack, and Lee, he's in one band. Then Tony, he's in the Godsmack. Then the singer, his name's Whitfield. He's like in the Ugly Kid Joe's, like different bands all over the place. They all get together, and maybe that's why they have it as a name, Another Animal. Anyway, you're going to find out about that now. The Tank, the boss, he's tell you all about it right now, and we're along with the band, the three of the members. I'm about to cheap about it, boy. Starting a flick. The Tank, your administrator of Sinister. Can you see me? I'm with Another Animal. Who would have believed it? This is
Tony.
Tony what, Tony?
Rumbola.
That's it. Get it all out. And?
Shannon Larkin drums.
Saw you before somewhere. And?
Lee Richards guitar.
Now, Another Animal. Tell me about your life story. Why? What do you think of the way your life is right now? Do you have any influences, like, from your wife or anything?
Influences from your wife or anything? Yeah, you know, man, we were just talking before the deal, and I was saying that I married this beautiful Hindu girl because it's the religious belief that, like, once life ends, as a matter of fact, we were talking about a friend of yours that had passed or whatever. It's the saddest thing, but, you know, when you come back, you come back, you know, after this life, depending on the level of life that you lead in this life, you come back. So if you're a dog, you know, you come back as a dog. Or if you know what I'm saying? It's like the karma thing, man.
Oh, you come back as the same thing?
Well, no. Depending on what level of life you lead, you either come back great and better or bunk, or you're demoted.
I'm coming back as a buffalo. I already know it.
Or you're demoted because you're a rod in this life.
It's the karmic thing, the whole circle, the yin and the yang. Like, if you're a bad person, Lee believes that you'll come back as a lesser life form.
Correct. Really?
If you're a good person, or say you're a good dog, you might come back as a human, which is a step up from a dog.
Step up, okay.
And in the Hindu religion, the belief of heaven, you know, as the Western world believes, is actually called nirvana. When you are the most centered, spiritual, loving being that you can be in life, you don't come back. You
become one with God.
It becomes nirvana, right?
That's right.
You want to come in on this, Tony?
Wow, no, they said it all.
Did they?
Yeah, for sure.
That's some deep shit.
Well, I'm a Methodist that's a Catholic now, and that none of that means anything to me.
Roman Catholic, man. I raised Roman Catholic.
You know, I was too.
Yeah.
Well, I converted to RC when I got married.
What?
I converted to RC when I got married.
RC.
Roman Catholic.
Roman Catholic.
All I have to say about Roman Catholic religion is
dogmatic.
The Roman Catholic guilt is like suitcase, man, like luggage. Just put it down.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You know, and when I was 16, my parents came to me. I have very cool parents, and they made me go to church all my life, Sunday school, all that. Very Roman Catholic, very Irish, and
you must respect.
Well, right. So when I was 16, my parents came to me, and they said, "You don't have to go to church anymore if you don't want to."
Wow.
And you know, now you can find your way. And you know, I never went back to church until one of my buddies got married. But I mean, you know, that's just my personal decision.
That's a rad thing, you know. Same thing. My parents, you know, they introduce it to you and give you spirituality, but then, you know, at some point in your life, you realize what you think and what you believe, and then that's cool that we got the freedom to be able to do that and believe that and whatever, you know.
Absolutely.
That's right. Kudos to our parents. Mom, I love you.
That's right. And my mom is still Roman Catholic, by the way. And I didn't start worshiping the devil or anything. I just, you know, I found my own way, you know.
This is your chance to say that you like your mom too.
I love my mom.
Tony's like, dude, I just want to play my guitar.
Yeah. That was your chance for that.
This is too deep for me.
Is it? All right, let's talk about another animal.
His guitar is God.
Another Animal is a brand new band. I haven't heard of them before. I just found out about them. As soon as I did find out about them, I immediately tried to get a hold of you guys to find out where you were going to be so I can find out about them. All right, spill the beans.
All right, so Lee Richards
Richards.
he was from Dropbox, and that was a band that Sully Erna from Godsmack signed to his imprint on Universal, and so promoting the Dropbox, it might have been the other side. I can't remember how it went, but Lee was on tour with us. So Lee ended up in the back lounge with Tony all the time, and they were writing music together and playing guitars as guitar players will do. Well, Broken Again, our first single, ended up being this song they were putting together in the back and singing it like birds, and Robbie and I started hearing this thing, and finally we were like, what is that? We want in. And the band was formed at 80 miles per hour in the back of a tour bus. And then,
Is that right?
Yeah, that's the God's honest truth. And then
On the Metallica tour, as a matter of fact, when
it was,
Smack was on with Metallica.
it was on Metallica, and we had Lee and John Costco from Dropbox out with us promoting their band. So John Costco was the initial singer of this, and we did a 3-song demo, sent it to Universal, got signed to the label, and then John didn't work out. And about a few months later, I called Whitfield, and he was like, do I have to audition? I'm like, no, you want the gig, you're in. And
he wasn't in medication anymore?
Nope. No, that'd been years behind him. Lee's been free and clear for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I mean, Whit's been free and clear for, 3-4 years or something like that. And basically, he had his backpack ready. He came out, and in 10 days, we came up with all the songs. I mean, Tony and I had a bunch of songs written already, but Lee and Whit and myself got together lyrically, and Lee raised beautiful melodies and me and Whit, whatever. It was a collective band thing where all 5 of us, man, were just 100% involved in it, and it came together in 10 days, and we went in the studio for 21 more days, and the thing was done.